have a lot of options. Many of the larger companies, the Kelloggs and General Mills of the world, have technical ladders as well as management ladders. The technical ladder allows you to move up in your career without necessarily managing people. But you can move into a principal scientist role or a fellow role. And then you can also go up a management ladder, going into a manager of R&D or director or VP. Some of our candidates don't want to be in the lab anymore. They want to go into marketing and sales. Or some want to go into technical services, which could use both your technical skills as well as your interest in working with customers. And then, of course, you have operations and procurement. But all of these are really good directions. They're all very well paying, and you really can't go wrong. So these are very good options for you. So this career mapping worksheet, and I'll just remind you that if you go to the meeting information pod below the slides, you'll be able to see the worksheet. We talk about three basic things: your skills assessment, your long and short-term planning, and connection, or what I call networking with others. So let's go to the first page, which is talking about your skills, and they break it down in professional skills as well as personal skills. Now, professional skills is something that we ask our candidates all the time. We ask by saying, what do you bring to the table? What is your area of expertise in food science or in university settings? Are you a good sensory scientist? Are you a good product developer? If you're in a leadership role, what is your leadership style? You need to answer those questions yourself about what your expertise is. But one of the questions on this career map is market awareness. And market awareness is very important, and it needs to be one of your strengths if you're a good food scientist. And that simply means, do you see the big picture? So when you're, let's say, developing a product, and you're in product development, you've got a great idea, and oh boy, is this tasty, but it's too expensive to manufacture. That's not seeing the big picture. You want to be able to bring money to the table of the company that you're working for. Same with quality assurance. Are you developing policies and procedures in the manufacturing facility that actually saves the company money? You need to be thinking about how you can help in the bottom line of your own company, even though you may have a very small part of it right now. The second area is personal skills. And again, these are questions that my clients are asking my candidates about: collaborative spirit, dealing with conflict, working well on a team. And these skills are many times much more important than the professional skills. If someone is a really good food scientist, but they can't work well on a team, they're not going to be the one that gets the promotion or the next job. Being able to work cross-functionally in any role as a food scientist is critical to move on to your next step in your career. So short and long-term planning, which is the next page of the career map. These are questions that you need to ask yourself, and remember that this is your career plan. No one is going to be looking at this. You determine and ask yourself honestly, where do I want to see myself a year, 3 years, 5 years from now? And ask yourself why. What is it that you want, and why do you want to be there? And with that in mind, then you ask yourself the next question of, do I have these skills? What skills do I need? And then if I don't have those skills, what are my strategies to get them? So let's just talk about what strategies to use to gain those skills. And look internally where you're working right now. Many companies will offer training for free, as something as simple as a HACCP class. Some companies, again, the larger companies, will offer to pay for your graduate degree, your master's or PhD, maybe even an MBA. Take advantage of these opportunities. These are great. They're throwing it right in your face. Go ahead, go for it. This is terrific. The other area is, let's say you want to go from product development to marketing. Well, how do you get there? Well, talk to someone who's in the marketing department. Chances are they're on your team. Talk to them about what their background is. How did they get there? What's their degree in? And what will it take for you to be considered for that role?